Well, hello there, human beings of the internet. It's Ryan, and this is something immaterially different. And the game that you're seeing on the screen right now, something that you'll have already looked at by clicking on the video, hopefully, is the Solitaire Conspiracy, a game that came out earlier this week by Mike Biffel, I apologise, of the Surnames Games, creator of Thomas Was Alone, which was a nice little story game about shapes. Volume, which was a retelling of Robin Hood, but in a futuristic VR-like setting. And the Circular series of shorts, which were retakes of text-based adventures. But Solitaire Conspiracy is a spy thriller that uses the card game Solitaire, but not the game that you would expect. So, just for clarity on there, it says new campaign. No, over 2 days, a couple of hours, completed the campaign, all 15 levels of it. And there is a plot point that is mentioned in the streamers and YouTubers section that explains if you're going to play past level 9 and share it, put a spoiler tag on there. What I've decided on this, because we're just going to go through each of the game modes that have unlocked, we're not going to be playing past level 9, but I might as well show you how the campaign goes and then how the other two modes go. So, we'll get straight into it. So, like I say, it is a short story. This is the third of the shorts, but unrelated to the others. But look, it's got kind of funny games. Is Greg Miller and Inel Tomlinson from UK comedy and children's entertainment, and it's got nice art. So what we'll do is we'll skip past this, and this is the beginning of the game. It's got full motion video cutscenes.
Hey, how's your head? Okay, first off, I apologize. This
and
isn't
yeah,
exactly
it's
protocol.
got Greg Miller in as oh dear.
Movie.
Seems to have happened is cutscene messed up.
You're in a Protego safe house, not far from your home, and once
It's a
again,
bit weird.
I'm very sorry.
It didn't do this when I was playing it initially, so something sort of happened, but he's sort of explaining what's going on, and I think because of it sort of skipping and being weird, you know what? I would say that it would be part of the whole spy motif, but still, I think it's just because of how I'm capturing the footage for it. But yeah, you work, or you've been hired, brought in for Protego. And the idea is basically to restore a system that's been locked out by the supervillain Solitaire. The man on the screen is Jim Ratio, and you get given crews, because this is how this works. There's an interface where the acronym spells cards, because that's what it is, and you can see there's an XP and crew needed. So if we go into the game, there's a little brief about the operation that the spies in question, and the first crew that you get is Mantis, a very sort of messy but gets the job done, basically the James Bonds of the spy world. And the version of Solitaire that's being used is not the classic Solitaire that you would find on your computer, or in the one that you would make with your standard deck of cards. This is a variant called Streets and Alleys, and there's just a couple of things based on this. There's a foundation of cards that you have to get up there from ace to king, just like you would in a normal game of Solitaire, but all the cards are dealt out in 8 stacks. And there's just simple rules. You can move a card from anywhere on a stack to any other stack there where the number is higher. So, because we've got the 10, I can place a 5 on it. I could place 9 all the way down. It doesn't have to be normal sequential stuff. And the other same rule, put an ace at the bottom and then start working up. What's different, and what makes this the spy thriller using cards, is every crew So every suit of cards has a special ability. So in this case, Mantis, as it explains in the nice helpful tutorial blurb, has collateral, so it explodes any stack that it's placed on. And by explode, you just move them elsewhere. And it deactivates that power. But the main aim of the game, like all Solitaire, is just send all the cards home. So we can do that. With the game's dynamic music based on how close you are to filling all the stacks. And you do that. And there we go. Simple. And you get XP for completing it. You get colour themes. And then you get more cutscenes after every level. So there's 15 levels of gameplay. And like we say, big story plot point after level 9, which we're not going to get to. So yeah, you get introduced to new crews and each have different powers. So you've got Blood Legacy, whose power is to what is it? Oh yeah, you put a card on a stack and it will order the cards, putting the lowest number on the bottom and the highest number on top. Bit counterintuitive, but there are other cards later on in the game that work, like Drive Team 6, whose power is to extract a card based on what suit you place on top. So you can put the card there and it will find the lowest number required to move on. So you could theoretically at that point use Blood Legacy to order the cards from lowest to highest, and then use a Drive Team 6 card to put that lowest card then on your stacks. So we'll just go through this other ability here. So yeah, this is Nepetize, and like we say, it does all that. There is Alpha Division later on in the game who do the opposite of that. So you put one of the powers on top of the stack and it will order them from highest to lowest instead. So we'll just complete this mission. Whoops, daisy. Oh, is that, remember, follow the tutorial, right? That's how that works. And then, again, same as before, order the cards, make sure you succeed in doing the spy business. Where is the 4? Ah, the 4 is all the way down there. There we go. And then do the thing that I've learned just today, is that I could right-click the cards to send them home rather than double-clicking them. And that'll be a lot quicker when it comes to one of the other modes later. So I'm just going to move all these here just because. And you get a turn counter and you get more XP if you do the missions more efficiently, we'll say. No, efficiently or effectively. So we'll just finish this off here. Actually learning how cards work. And there we go. And I think I'm getting even more colour themes here. Oh, and now. What are you doing, Ryan? How's this happened? I think we're learning some sort of bugs with streaming this or recording this and stuff happening, but then later on in the game you'll get more missions in order to keep going. And once you actually complete the campaign, you can just play sort of randomly generated campaign missions that don't gain any experience or anything like that the further on. So, the other two modes that we got. Countdown and Skirmish. Which one should we try first? Maybe the one that's less stressful. So Skirmish allows you to choose any set of crews, and then you just play a mission with those crews. So we can take, let's work on some ones that we haven't unlocked yet. So take Drive Team 6, we mentioned them before. And then we'll take Alpha Division because they're fun. Scorpio is interesting. And then we'll take Omega Coda as well. So So yeah, like I say, you've got all these other crews and they all have their different things. I've already mentioned Alpha Division, Drive Team 6. Scorpio have this weird abduction mechanic where they'll just take the next number of the suit that you place the card on and kidnap them. So they'll place themselves on top. So it's a weird way of filtering them out. And Omega Coda have a pretty decent power in the fact that you can put the card on a number and it will drag all them numbers to the top of their respective stacks. So if you just want to sort of get a head start on building your stacks, you can do that. So we're going to click play and it'll just generate those 4 crews into the thing. And we've got a really easy start here because there's 2 of the aces already. And given the fact that it's we've got Coda and Scorpio, that's also fun to have. So if we're gonna sort of mess with some of these stacks so we can get the aces out. Not gonna do that with a king on top though, are we, Ryan? If we do that, that didn't work. Silly of me. Now what we can do is we can do that. We've got another Scorpio, so we can just sort of place her in there. We can move the 4 there. Get the king out. Get it out. See, no problem. We're all sorted to a point. So this is what I mentioned before in regards to getting there. So this Coda card, place it on top of the 3, and now all the 3s are available. Ryan messed up though, and he's got a load of cards that he needs to sort of get out before he can even do that. Like the 2. There we go. More like it. Where did it shove the 3? Oh, it shoved the 3 there. There we go. Now the problem is the Scorpio 2 is at the bottom of the stack on the top right. However, can be clever. We can get this 2 out of here by extracting it. And the Jack can extract. Got a lot of them. We can get the queens out. There we go. And we can order the card. So we've got the 2, 3. Alright, you're still not doing good here. It's okay, we can just order the cards, only embarrassing yourself on the internet. But we can order these cards now when everything's fine. It's a lot more peaceful when you realise everything's now pretty much in the right order. Crew, chance. Not chance, careful, meticulous planning. Where's the Queen Scorpio? Oh, that's all the way down there. Easy enough. And then move that there, everything's good. See, no problem. This is just a normal mission. So, you may be asking yourself, well, that was too peaceful. How do I make this game even harder? How do I put myself under pressure? Well, person who's only just asked that question just so I can answer it, Countdown is the mode for you. Think trying to clear as many games of this solitaire as you can with a timer. So you start right at the beginning, you start with one crew, and it is pretty simple. Just hurry the heck up, place the cards on the targets as quick as you can because you gain time for doing it. And when the time runs out, game over. You end up on the leaderboard based on how far you got. And you get points for it. Let's extract that ace. Now it's going to be a bit more difficult to actually monitor playing this because of the aforementioned time pressure, but we'll give it a try. Where's the 3 of incognito? Just shuffle that, because you can use the powers and that also grants you time. Where's the 5 of Thingamabob? Oh, it's up there. Number 6. There we go. There we go. Moving faster now. Kind of. Whoops. Ryan knows how to order cards. So yeah, having this sort of idea is generally in a solitaire game of sort of planning your moves out ahead of time and taking a breath to think about it is sort of one thing. When you've got this added time pressure, it sort of makes you try and figure out your moves well in advance, and yeah. It would probably not surprise you to say I was never any good at chess. However, the game is nice enough, good looking enough, and plays well enough, and I can ignore that because it is fun. The spy thriller story is, well, it's a spy thriller story. It's as they go. Where's all the cards I need? Oh, they're all in bad places. I'm having bad time thinking. Here we go. Why am I doing that? The 3's down there, I should be working on the 3. Let's just explode that. Not that that's made my position any better, but it has in a sense. Now I'm just rambling. Let's just concentrate for a sec. Ignore that. There we go, wave 4. So apparently in this lasted like 600 seconds to like wave 8 I think it was, because it just gets more complex as it goes along. Some of these are really not nice to me. Where are the aces? On top of kings. We've got an ace that isn't covered in... yeah, over here. At least I can start ordering cards, like there. Okay, so... Everything's getting slightly better. Where's the 5? That's the 5. Order that a little bit more. And be a bit more calmer about what's going on here. There, no problems at all. Wave 5. So yeah. So if you like a story, you play the campaign mode. You kind of play the campaign mode until you unlock the stuff. And then if you just want to chill out, skirmish, and you want the pressure, you go countdown. And that is pretty much the Solitaire Conspiracy in a nutshell. It's actually quite enjoyable for what it is. For a card game, given a lick of paint, a nice lick of paint to be honest. I like its futuristic setting. It's all cool. So yeah, pick it up. I'd recommend it. It's enjoyable, and it's something that you can always come back to if you've got a bit of free time in your hands. So yeah, we will wrap this up here, and if you want more of this, you know the rules. Keep explaining it. Alright, fine, okay, like, share, subscribe, click the bell, all that, and we maybe do more of this stuff some other time. So until then, bye!